Welcome to my video on dynamic and runtime approval with AJAX callbacks in Oracle Apex. In this session, I'll demonstrate how you can use AJAX callbacks to create a seamless and real-time approval process that dynamically updates your data without refreshing the page. We'll cover setting up the AJAX callback process in Oracle Apex, triggering approvals dynamically from the user interface, real-time updates to enhance the user experience. Let's get started then. I will use this table as a demo for the approval process. So first, I will create it. Now I will insert some data and update these data using AJAX_callback. Insertion is complete. Now I will create a classic report on approval_requests so that I can proceed with my tasks. The classic report has been created. Now I will add an extra column to it. Apex_item.checkbox2. A built-in Oracle Apex function that generates a checkbox item in a report region. It supports additional customization compared to Apex_item.checkbox, like attributes, labels, and more. P_idx is equal to 1. This is the item index. It identifies the checkbox as part of the F01 collection in Apex. The F01 prefix is used for data submission in Oracle Apex. P_value is equal to request_id. Sets the value of the checkbox. Here, the request_id column value from the approval_requests table is assigned as the value of the checkbox. P_attributes. Style is equal to width 30px, height 30px, customizes the size of the checkbox. Uses a case statement to conditionally modify the attributes. If status is equal to 1, the checkbox is checked. Checked displays as already approved. Disabled. Disabled prevents user interaction since it's already approved. Otherwise, the checkbox is unchecked and enabled, ready for user interaction. P_checked_values is equal to null. Specifies any default checked values for the checkbox. Here, no values are pre-checked unless determined by the case statement in P_attributes. P_checked_values_delimiter is equal to sets the delimiter for multiple checked values. Defaults to, but is not actively used here. P_item_id is equal to F01 vertical bar LPAD, row 4, 0. F01 is the prefix matching the F01 collection. LPAD, row 4, 0 ensures a unique, padded ID for each row, example F01_0001, F01_0002. P_item_callable is equal to null. No label is assigned to the checkbox. The label would typically be for accessibility or descriptive purposes. As approval_status assigns a column alias, approval_status, for this generated checkbox in the SQL query. This alias can be used for reference in the report. Now I will save and run it. The approval_status column has appeared. Now I will set escape special characters to no. We can see that the approval underscore status column has appeared as a clickable checkbox. Now, we will create an Ajax underscore call process to make this checkbox dynamic. I will give this process a name. I have named it Ajax underscore callback. This PL SQL block initializes a variable L underscore application underscore ID and assigns it a value passed from the client side via Ajax using apex underscore application dot g underscore x01. The approved underscore by field will be updated with the login username. The approved underscore date field will have the sysdate. In the where condition, request underscore ID is equal to L underscore application underscore ID is used, ensures that only the record with the specific request underscore ID selected in the report gets updated. Now I will create a dynamic action. The event will be change and the selector type will be jQuery selector. In the jQuery selector, I will use the code input ID asterisk is equal to F01 underscore. In the true action of your dynamic action, set the action to execute JavaScript code. V underscore obj underscore ID and V underscore obj underscore val are JavaScript variables initialized with a value of 0. They are likely placeholders to store an object's ID and value for further use. V underscore obj underscore ID stores the ID of the element that triggered the event. V underscore obj underscore val stores the value of the same triggering element. This code sends an Ajax callback to the server, passing V underscore obj underscore val as x01. Upon success, it logs the server's response, pdata, in the console. Now I will save and try it. Now I will check a row. To see the result, I will need to reload. Yes, it was successful. Now we will add a refresh content action so that we don't need to reload the page. First, I need to define a static ID for the classic report region. I have set the region's static ID as approval. Next, I will go back to the dynamic action. This line triggers the Apex refresh event for the region with the ID approval, refreshing its content dynamically. Now I will check and try. We can see that it gets auto-checked without any page reload. If you like the video, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video.